Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some very interesting news to go cover and somewhat unfortunate news, although somewhat expected news when it comes to the Switch 2 launch. Now, as you guys know, this week, we're gonna actually be having the Switch 2 launch. We might be doing some live streams on this, whether it's on Twitch or YouTube, so make sure you guys have the notifications on the channel itself. We may even run a giveaway too as well for the Switch 2, so also be on the lookout for that up on the Twitter, follow the two Twitter accounts down below if you guys would like. We also will most likely be tracking them, at least on launch day, and we'll kind of see on how hard it is to actually go get. Like if we have to do a little bit of an error on YouTube, we will, in return to some restocking videos if like there's actual important information or if there is an interest for it, or if not, at least we can kind of see how the very first few days or weeks will go for the Switch 2 launch. But either way, we're now kind of seeing some somewhat bad news when it comes to the Switch 2. Now, as you guys know, like I said, this week, and maybe we'll get like a proper video for this in the next few days or tomorrow or whatever it might be, although we did kind of already summarize everything before, we are looking at a lot of retailers to go in a restock, or I keep on using the word restock, it's more so launch, but whatever, just use restock for easy wordage. But right now we're actually seeing some pretty unfortunate news where it seems like the Switch 2 prices might be a little bit more higher, and you guys will understand why I'm saying that, and it also make things maybe a little bit harder for some of the retailers too as well. Although with a slightly higher price point, it does make things sell out a little bit less quicker. It also does tone down scalpers too as well, but I think all this has been somewhat planned. So let's go talk about the fact that the Switch 2 launch might be a little bit more expensive than we all thought. So subscribe if you guys are new. The usual salts down below. We have our second YouTube account will be starting up very soon, so definitely go check out that, and let's go dive into the video itself. So very first and foremost, I do want to give a little special shout out over here both to my boy Jake and as well also for the Bourse of Times old school trackers too as well, but they had a chance to go highlight this over here from Best Buy. I probably could easily just shown myself on the website, because it's technically on the website, but I'd rather give credit where credit is due, where right now we are seeing this. That's kind of the big premise of the video, and we're gonna kind of yap and all this stuff myself, where right here, the Switch 2, as you guys can see, are bundled. I'm not sure how clickbait that would be or what you guys want to say on that when the clickbait end, but in my opinion, this is kind of setting a standard, and I think this, and I also believe too, I saw Jake in the same comments, give him credit, I myself had these same individual thoughts, but you know, whatever, it's kind of fun to include other people too as well. When it comes to this stuff, I do agree that this probably sets a bad precedent, and most likely, and I talked about this in a prior video too, GameStop, this is not confirmed, might be running their pro memberships again and or including bigger bundles when it comes to these launch, if not maybe the first initial launch day, but maybe throughout the next few weeks, few months, depending on how much interest there is going to be in these consoles. Now, this is kind of a 50-50, and I'm curious your thoughts down below. So the big premise is that Best Buy had their official listings. We've been kind of watching Best Buy. We don't know exactly when it's going to launch. Either people are assuming at like this kind of like most of these people have like embargoes or like suggested launch times, or as well they can kind of do whatever, but they have official trends they usually like to follow. Right now we're looking at Walmart late at night, we're seeing Target late at night, Amazon up in the air, no one ever really knows with Amazon, they're kind of crazy, and then GameStop is in the morning around like noonish, depending on your time zone. Just look, do your own time conversions if you guys are curious. And Best Buy right now, no one knows. I'm probably gonna put Best Buy just based on all the prior stuff, either at around the noon time or at the midnight launch itself. We're also hearing rumors that Best Buy will also be doing in-store restocks for those big like event stores. Basically have like 100 or so really high traffic, high populated areas. Think places like Chicago, LA, San Francisco, like where there's a lot of foot traffic and big stores. And we're hearing some rumors that they may be doing an in-person restock as well. And launch night would make sense. It is a brand new console, and it's also the Switch 2, would make a lot of sense. But anyway, the big topic for this video is Best Buy right here. It looks like they are on their these are official listings. Someone has paid money to put these pictures up and make the listings live. It does seem like they did add a lot of these bundles. Right now, you guys can see they have the Nintendo Switch 2 system with basically, that's the console itself, and then with a Pro controller at $535. That's okay, I guess. That's okay, I guess. They also have a package 2 as well for the Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World. Okay, and then I also have Joy-Con wheel set of 2, which basically just gives you a little wheel thing. If I had to go and pick and choose, I'd probably maybe buy that one, honestly, or maybe this one, either or. And then they also have one more package, whereas the Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World bundle, and then also the multi and multiplayer for that. That's just multi, and then basically Donkey Kong Bonanza. So basically, they have a bundle for all the games that are like the mainstay first launch days, the Donkey Kong game, and also the Mario Kart game. This is also not that bad. I feel this actually might be slightly more expensive though, because it's on the normal game, I believe, $60. Actually, I think it's 70. That seems fine. Normal pricing, if you're going to buy the game anyway, maybe get that one. This is 50-50. Accessories went up in price-wise, which we're going to talk about in a second, but that's kind of why they're probably doing these, to turn a little bit more profit. Or even Nintendo's giving out a few more consoles if they also bundle with accessories. This may even be Nintendo suggesting it or hoping for it. And as well, this one's kind of a whatever one. If you want the Pro Controller, maybe not the world's worst vibe, although I do believe they do go and say that this is not for the Mario Kart though. Notice this as well, because I think the Pro Controller is like $95. That kind of makes sense in the price point. I think they also have the normal Switch. But this is kind of why the struggle is going on here. I believe, just based on prior restocks, all of this could be wrong. All of this, everything I'm saying, could be potentially wrong. But I think Target's probably going to do normal consoles. So the normal Switch in the Mario Kart bundle. A reminder, mostly all of these consoles will be more focused in the Mario Kart bundle. There is more of those being made from what we've seen from leaks and just production info. But the issue is that this might be more expensive. It also might lead towards other things like GameStop. Because as you guys know, GameStop, just from bundle examples, they had all these crazy bundles where it's like $50 PlayStation Plus card, PSN cards, extra controllers, you have a GameStop gift card, you maybe go buy Madden and Call of Duty and all these random bundles. And if we're seeing these bundles at Best Buy, most likely, we're probably going to be seeing these bundles at GameStop. And we're going to probably most likely see some more other bundles floating around. It's not going to be the best. We'll see. From what way I'm guessing, I'm assuming Walmart's probably going to be raw, normal consoles. Target, raw, normal consoles. Amazon, raw, normal consoles. I've never said those words before. It's really weird. Best Buy will probably have raw, normal consoles too, but as well a lot more of these bundles, which might be nice because it may come down on scalpers. I'm not sure how hardcore this console is going to be scalped. Ideally, not that much, but we never know. And obviously GameStop, we don't know exactly when. They have been kind of good sometimes, like they've done normal consoles too. And usually for launch windows, they've been kind of good. For like not doing bundles, even for like the Pro editions, they never did. So keep that in mind. But I do think that GameStop, if not on this first initial launch, will probably do some Pro bundles. Keep that in mind in case you guys are on a day one trying to buy and you don't maybe get one on the initial midnight launch period, like so say like from like Target, Walmart, all those. Maybe consider also maybe pre-buying the Pro membership if that's something you'd maybe want to try to lock on in. It's not guaranteed. I don't want you guys to waste your money for no reason. Please don't flame me in YouTube comments if it doesn't. But I'm just trying to go based on prior things, and it does drive up the Pro sales a lot. So if this thing is in demand and really kind of selling like hotcakes, it probably will be a Pro member only drop. Please keep that in mind. But we're also hearing that GameStop may be doing in-store locations for restocks as well, midnight launches too on top of that. We're seeing that both for GameStop and Best Buy right now. No news in that for Walmart, Target, and obviously Amazon is just the wild card completely. Now, this most likely will have some stuff over here too, because we've been seeing these price increases more so on the accessories. So ideally, these places like GameStop, Best Buy do make a lot of money on accessory sales. Like, you know, they sell these Funko Pops and random controllers and whatever it might be. They usually do have big markups, these cameras, these USB micro cards, or whatever. They do make a good markup on that. So I'm assuming this is kind of why they're maybe going to be launching bundles, because it just makes sense that they're going to make more money. They're going to have to sell them. They probably pre-bought them, or even Nintendo themselves, the company, may even be like, hey, like, could you please do this for us? Hey, can you lock on in? Hey, can you make sure this works for us, please and thank you? And well, if they do, it makes sense that they'll get more sales. They get a good business connection with Best Buy. And I'm sure they'll be selling these consoles for the next few years, regardless, or the next 10 years or so, if we're still selling the Switch too. But I do think this sucks, because the normal Switch prices are fine, but if, like as I mentioned, we did have a lot of these accessories have a price increase, and people have not been happy with that, which also maybe makes even the Pro controller a slightly better option for the Best Buy side. But either way, we are still patiently waiting for the restock first wave to go and launch, and we have still been seeing places updating all their price points. You see, it's like Walmart's also updated the new Amiibo pricing for $10 increases over here too, for all, you know, the Nintendo Amiibos, and they have all the other stuff. It just sucks that things are going up in price. And it sucks that some of these things might be bundles, like we have over here from, say, Best Buy, and we'll track it, we'll let you guys know, but this is like a confirmed one. Like GameStop's up in the air, maybe likely, like I said, we don't know officially, but this is officially on the Best Buy website that prices have gone up. They do have more bundles. It will be harder to sell. It's expected. I understand. Don't get it's business. They're going out of business, like they're going bankrupt, like I get it, I understand, but I just don't like spending more extra money, and it does make the launch a little bit harder. But on the bright side, might make it easier for people to get it, because, you know, you're spending a little bit on the premium to get, like, you know, the extra Joy-Con or the Pro controller, sure. Maybe cuts down on scalpers, because scalpers may not be able to turn a big profit on this. They can sell like an $800 Switch 2 for desperate moms or dads. Like, that's fine. Like, that's okay. They can spend the money on the bundle and get Donkey Kong, which is a pretty good value too nonetheless. I'd rather do that than spend $700 and pay a scalper. Like, I'm okay with this, kind of. but I don't also really like it. It does make things a little bit more expensive. And like I said, it might have some tariff issues, might have some accessory issues. We saw the accessory prices going up. Like, it is just a little bit of a weird smorgasbord. So I still don't know exactly when Best Buy is going to drop. I can give you guys my best ideas and expectations in a video maybe tomorrow if you guys would like. But we do know about Target, Walmart, Best Buy. Follow the Twitter, subscribe here. We might do a live stream. We'll give you all, I guess, your thoughts and comments and everything down below. And I just appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Let me know if you guys are interested in the Switch 2 as well. I'll talk to you guys all later on tomorrow for another brand new video.